is true. I am your favorite project strategist, and I'm the owner of True Creatives Media Management. We are a full project management company, and we help business owners manage those tedious tasks inside of their business. I actually have been into business since I was like 10 years old. My cousin Selena was the extreme person who inspired me. She's been an entrepreneur since I can remember, and she's somebody who always challenged me and helped me build. When I became a student at Ohio Media School, I went to school for media and marketing, and we had to do a internship. And so at that internship, I already knew I wanted to work for myself. I wanted to educate other people about the things that I was learning. And so I asked, can I create my own internship? And I wanted to create my own business. So I had to write this big paper out, all of these other things, and they gave me a yes, and here we are 7 years later. When it comes to overcoming different challenges that my business has faced me or put in front of me, a big thing was really just planning out, being able to pivot, knowing when to pivot, knowing when to exit something, and really just adjust not just myself but my mission as well, to make sure that, hey, is that vision clear, and what is it that you need to do to actually meet that goal. My best piece of advice would be, make sure you build a strategy and make sure you have a clear vision. Sometimes if you go into something without a goal or without a vision, it's easy to get swayed away from that. On this journey of entrepreneurship, you're going to have a lot of different things that come your way, whether it's people, whether it's different opportunities. And if it doesn't align with your vision, then you can kind of get thrown off track and find yourself running in circles. So have a clear vision and have a clear strategy to actually meet those goals. So before I jump into things, I really just want to remind you guys that performance is really queen. That's what is behind everything. That is the thing that's going to keep you pushing towards your goal and pushing towards your vision. And so making sure that you're actually applying yourself is going to be the biggest thing about everything you're going to learn today. So I also want you to remember that success is actually subjective, meaning that your idea of success may be totally different from what the next person's idea of success is. So keep that in mind as we navigate through managing your projects, meeting your goals, the different objectives, and just your vision in total, right? And the last thing I want you to remember before I go into detail is build consensus, meaning that what that means is everybody isn't going to agree with what the plan is, and that's okay. But if the plan actually aligns with your vision, with your mission, then that's the goal. That's the thing you have to keep in mind. That's the thing you have to keep you going. So first thing first is we're going to be talking about the power of vision, right? The power of vision. And the power of vision simply just means the what and the how. What is it that we're going after, and how are we actually going to get there? What task are we going to take? Who's going to be involved in this? What are we specifically going to have to do to make this thing happen? The first thing I want you guys to remember is a mind map. Now, my mind map is something where I actually brainstorm all of these different ideas. I put them out on a blank piece of paper, and then I put them in different buckets, so to say, meaning that not everything you have to get done right now. Some things are for later, some things are for right now, some things are for a whole nother lifetime, right? But if you put it in a mind map and you put it in this space to where hey, here's what I'm going after. Here's the things, the metrics that I'm going to meet, meaning that I want to meet this amount of sales. I want to do this amount of events. I want to bring on this amount of new customers. You're able to map it out, and you're able to use that as a guide as we continue to build and grow our vision and meet our goals. Now, I want you to understand the difference between your mission, your vision, your goals, and your objective, right? Your vision is, if everything plays out the exact way that you want it to play out, this is what it's actually going to look like. Your mission is this is what you are looking to accomplish overall. When everything is done, when the vision plays out exactly how you want it to play out, this is what would have happened when that has taken place, right? And then your goals. So your goals is going to be that thing that it's usually overreaching. Most people don't meet their goals, surprisingly, right? But it's that thing to say, hey, I want to change 500 women businesses. I want to help 500 women accomplish this specific thing. So your goals should actually align with your mission and your vision. It should not stray too far away from that thing, right? And the objectives are just the small little tasks that you are going to use to complete, or the steps you're going to complete to actually meet those goals. So for example, your goal might be to assist 500 women with building a strategy for their business or mastering project management. Well, the objectives, what do I need to do first? Okay, I need to define who that target audience is. What type of business does these women have? Where do these women actually hang out at? What does their profit margins look like? Who is it specifically that I'm looking to help? And then what am I going to do to even help them? So that's breaking down those small objectives to help them reach their goal, which in return should be helping you reach your goal and also helping you meet your vision and things of that nature. Now, we're talking a lot about vision and goals and mission. And so the thing to remember is keep it clear and concise. Like, you have to have a clear vision. You have to have clear goals. It can't be this day you want to help 500 women, this day you want to help 500 men, tomorrow you want to help 500 cats. It does not work that way. It doesn't work that way. Not saying that you can't do all of those things, but remember, buckets, time, place, all of those things are going to be essential when it comes to actually accomplishing these things, because that's the goal. It's one thing to have it as an idea, a whole nother thing to actually accomplish these things. And that's going to require a very clear vision, right? We talked about brain dump and we talked about the strategic plan. And so I want to go into how to actually plan for this success, how to make these things actually happen. Now, I know you might have heard this before, but proper preparation prevents poor performance. And so we need to ensure that we're actually preparing for these things, breaking down the task. Like, the initiation portion of this is going to be, what's the mission? If you did the first step right, then that part should be easy for you to outline. Planning, right? What are the small objectives? If you did the mind map correctly, if you had that clear vision, if you're following along with that first step, then it'll be easy for you to write out those small objectives. Now, I need you to be as specific as possible when it comes to writing out those objectives. Even the little things that you think do not count. I don't care if it's picking up the pen. You have to write step by step. If you don't write step by step, it'll trip you up later on in the process, because you have to remember, when you're building something great, when you're building something amazing, when you're building this empire, you're not going to do it by yourself. You're going to need a team to do it with you. And so with that being said, you want to be able to effectively communicate to your team what needs to be done. Yes, they're going to bring their own spice to the party, but at the same time, you have to have a clear outline of what it's going to take for you to actually meet those goals, right? And so the other thing is execution. The who, what, when, where, why, execution. Make sure that we are executing and you know who you want to do what, when you want them to do it, where you want it to take place, how long it's going to take, things of that nature. I want you to remember things like your budget, the timeline, your dates, maintenance, things of that nature as well. All right. And so I'm going to jump into a couple things like your team, right? So partners in purpose is going to be an amazing thing. When you are building out that partnership, I want you to make sure that you are aligning yourself with the correct people, that you have a application, so to say, of actually getting access to you. Everybody is not going to align with your vision or going to be able to have access to it. I also want you to remember about executing and overcoming these challenges that are going to come your way. When you are executing, you need to ensure that you have something like a customer relationship management system. You have deadlines in place. You are having conversations with your team that's going to build partnerships and allow them to give you honest feedback so you guys can grow together. And I'm going to just close this out right here. Closing us out with metrics, numbers, the data, because numbers do not lie. If you set out in the beginning to make 500 sales, but you only made 100, you need to monitor and get real feedback of, why didn't I meet those goals? If you did set those sales and you made those sales, what did I do that actually worked? Because that's what we need to continue to do. So if you don't remember anything else about what I said today, remember to build an effective team. Make sure you're vision is clear, and make sure you check the numbers and get that feedback. So thank you for watching Girl Boss TV. My name is Drew, and I'm your favorite business strategist.
Hey, you there, sis, sitting on the couch wanting to drop some pounds. I want to introduce you to Brand, Body, and Business. We have weight loss candy, and we also have our 3-day epic experience that not only gives you clarity and energy, but it also allows you to detox in your sleep. So if you're ready to drop some pounds, make some money, burn some calories, join Brand, Body, and Business today.
Hello, I'm Dr. Patrice May, and my business is the Be Inspired Lifestyle Show. My reason for going into business is to inspire women entrepreneurs to be the best that they can be, providing motivational speaking, empowerment, and so much more. We're going to talk about all things self-care. You know, your physical being, your spiritual being, and your emotional being is important for business. And we want you to lean in and move and go on this journey with us as we make you a better entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, it's important that we work out. We lean into those things that's going to make us healthy and wealthy. For me as an entrepreneur, I take 30 minutes every day to work out to make my body in shape for the journey. Also, ladies, it's important that we take time to center ourselves with spiritual wellness. I choose faith and prayer. So I am going to encourage you to lean into those moments when it gets tough, because we all have those days, but you can be assured that standing on your faith will get you over those tough times. So one of the things that I have done to stay confident in my faith is prayer. It is critical for me to pray and connect with other women who believe in prayer. Do you know that iron sharpens iron? That simply means that other women, powerful women, will sharpen us to make us better. And in those tough times, that's exactly what I do. I lean on other women to help me thrive in this industry. I define confidence as belief in myself. And to be frankly honest, everyone, there is a higher power that allows us to do that. So confidence is believing in myself. And listen, everyone, I take time to give myself affirmations every day. I am amazing. I am awesome. And I want you to do the same thing. In order for us to be successful, it requires balance. We must have balance. And for me, balance is enjoying family and friends, vacation, self-care, massages, okay? Facials, you deserve that. And even brunches from time to time. It's okay. You need that to balance your life to be successful in business. All right, so ladies, in business, in order for us to be successful, our mental capacity has to be healthy. One of my favorite scriptures is sometimes we have to encourage ourselves in the Lord. And when you do that, everyone, you just start your day off with affirmations. I am amazing. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I have more than enough money. All of my needs are met. I say these things daily that I attract money to me. I am going to meet my divine connection. And I want to encourage you, ladies, to do that in well balance and making yourself healthy in this journey. Sometimes it gets tough, but you know what? You are absolutely the key to your success. So tell yourself every day that you can do it. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, and I will see you at the top.
Hi, my name is Barbara Brown, a certified life coach, and I want to share with you about how I got started and a little bit about what I do. Believe it or not, I went through a traumatic time in my life. I talked myself through it, honestly. A lot of prayer, a lot of uncertainty, but I talked myself through it. I knew that the life that I was living was the life that was meant to be for me. I want to encourage others. You don't have to stay where you are. You can move on. You can do certain things, and it starts within yourself. I spent quite a bit of time hearing, you think you know everything, you think you know a lot. Well, I do. I know what works for me. And life coaching, that's what that's about, knowing what works for you. If you get stuck, then you have someone that you can reach out to that may encourage or nudge in a certain particular area that is non-biased. So I started doing life coaching after that traumatic experience. I just went online. I got every certification I could get. I did every interaction that I could do. And I believe that this is my true calling. When I speak, I've spoken quite a bit on talking ourselves off of the ledge. And I believe in that. Talking yourself off the ledge. If you are at an impasse, maybe, or you're feeling at a point in your life where you don't understand it, you're being misunderstood, learn to trust your inner self. A lot of people say, "Oh, don't talk to yourself. That's crazy." No, learn to talk to yourself, learn to be in tune with you, learn to know what works for you. A lot of times we reach out, we're quick to get opinions. People give you opinions based on how they feel. Believe it or not, they're having a good day, they give you positive feedback. A negative day, it's like, "Oh, I don't see how you can do that." No, learn to trust yourself. Whenever that happens, learn to dig in. Sometimes you have to pull away a little bit. That's okay to do that as long as you know the signs of how far you are, where you need to go, how far it is that before you become alienated, or before you don't want to do that. But what you want to do is trust yourself when it comes down to what it is that you need. Whenever you do that, just let me say this. It's going a little off of the way, but let me say this. Whenever people, just think about it, suicide, okay, just don't go too deep, but suicide, it is whatever's in their head. We said, "Oh, she had so much confidence. She was so beautiful. He was so handsome. He had this loving family." What could have been wrong? What was wrong? It was whatever was in their head. They were not able to switch it to because whatever it is, negative or positive, it's whatever we believe, whatever we truly believe. That's what I mean whenever I say be able to talk yourself off of the ledge, be able to trust you. Cultivating positive karma. Now, this is where the cleansing starts. A lot of people don't like the cleanse. For me, it was when they say the higher being. For me, it's godly. I mean, not everybody lives that way. Everybody has their belief. Hey, but karma is factual. However you believe it originates, or however it comes back around. Now, generating positive karma. I do believe that if you live correctly, and that I don't mean saying that. We're gonna, I can't help the coaching part, but we don't mean saying that, "Oh, God knows my heart. I did that, but God knows." No, 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 no. You had control over whatever decision you made. That's what I mean when I say start with the cleansing inside out. So when you start with the cleansing inside out, it's decision making. It's true decision making. Deciding to say, "Hey, I'm gonna put good out there for whatever it's worth. I'm gonna put good out there, and I'm gonna feel good." Because you know what? Whenever people do wrong things, they don't jump up. Very few people jump up and are proud about it and hide behind it. That means you put something negative out there. But just know, when you put something negative out there, it's gonna come back around. Now that's a belief. Now, just say if you are a cheater. I mean, just know that if you want happily ever after, you're gonna have to pay the toll for that. Whatever it is that you do wrong, trust me, before the good trickles in, the bad has to be filtered out. It has to be cleansed out. So you may as well invest in positive karma. I mean, I believe that, and again, this is we're chatting, we're talking, but I do believe that positive karma, it generates from within. Once you decide that that's what you want to put out there, shift it. Maybe, hey, because I'm living foul, maybe stick with that. Because I do believe that to be true, I believe that to be factual. If you put good out there, good will come back to you. Hey, know that, and just know, people will say, "Oh, pray for me. I don't know what's going on." That karma is rolling back around. So just be mindful. It was a thing when I was a younger woman. It would say, when something happened, just charge it to the game, which means I know I did wrong, and this is the wrong that's coming back. But you can switch that around. You can switch it around, clean up, clean out, do it from within, be sincere about it, and watch the karma. Watch the positive force taking over your life. Um, Now, once you do the cleaning, or once I do the cleanse. Now, for me, when I was younger, and I used to rack up all kinds of. I used to get tickets. Oh, tickets. Oh, I don't have to be responsible. I don't. If I wreck this car, oh hell, they have to catch me. You know what I mean? And I just had that credit, and I just got away with stuff. But I thought I did. You know. So what made it where I was at and I did it to myself. I made it where I was at the mercy of others. I didn't like that feeling too much. So when I realized, hey, it's because of the things you did. Now as a result, you have this negative stuff in your life, and you don't know. So I had to reel it in. I had to get myself together. Hey, let me clean this up. Let me clean up a lot of things. So I coached myself through the rebuilding of me as a person, my mindset of feeling like, oh, I don't have to think about that. I got away with it. No. That's not queenie. That's not responsible. That's not adulting either. And it surely isn't a business mind. Um, Once I got into the mode of knowing what I wanted, I had to know what I wanted. Once I knew what I wanted, then I put my plan together on how I was going to get it, how I was going to get there. I cleaned me up, cleaned my credit up, I made sure that whatever talk I talked, I walked it. I made sure. I mean, I'm still alive, so that's what I'm doing. Um, I made a funny post on Instagram. It was a selfie, but I made this funny post, and I was like, I have no demons, just a little bad credit, no, unpaid credit, but it's true, I was, that's really how I chose to live. I chose to live clean. I do believe that will make you successful in life, in business for sure. They intertwine, believe it or not. You come through, you're junky, you got stuff all over the place. Nobody's gonna want to do business with you. Nobody's gonna wanna trust that. You're all over the place, you can't keep a commitment, nobody's gonna wanna trust that. So once you clean you up, you up, sis. Once you clean you up, then trust moving forward. Everything will fall in. It's going to take work, but everything is going to fall into place. It's just it's practical. It's not simple. It's not simple because everybody has their own path. So, but everything will fall into place with work. Stay on the path. Keep yourself first. You have to consider others, because we're in business, right? So you have to consider others, but keep yourself first. Keep your mind clean. Keep your mind good. Also, when it comes down to needing others, we need people. I don't want to project that, this self-righteous thing, hey, I can do this. No. We need others, but just know whenever it comes time for you to set a pace for yourself, that's what you're doing. And just based on a few of the things that I share with you, I would love to be a life coach. I have a practical approach. I have a no-nonsense approach, because I do believe that you got to be serious about you. You got to be serious about the direction you're going in. You can't be afraid. You can't be afraid. And I'm here to help you with that walk. Just go, sometimes it may just take the smallest nudge if you get stuck. That's what a coach is for, just to kind of help, not take over. No. Just to kind of help you, along the way. I'm Barbara Brown. You can reach out to me on social media. I'm Barbara Brown, and thank you for watching GirlBoss Speaks to You.